out there. And good evening to all the beta males who seek to make the transition, and you will make the transition, alright? Okay, so guys speeding recklessly on the left lane. But that's not what this video is about here. This video is about this topic that is very a sensitive topic for a lot of guys who are unable to control themselves emotionally. Okay, we're gonna dive into this cold video here. All right, and these are some signs that a man, 99.9% of men, act out in their feminine frame without them even knowing it, subconsciously. All right, we're gonna dive into this topic here. And if you as a man display these traits, you must stop these traits today. Alright? So we're gonna get into this. We're gonna just jump straight into it. Alright? 3 things. 3 ways that a man acts out in his feminine frame, not in his masculine frame, without him even knowing it or realizing it. Number 1 is complaining so much, even about the small things that don't really matter. Okay? And this right here, a lot of men cannot help but to do this. Okay? For one instance, okay? If you complain about something and not look at it as positive, not look at it the positive way, not get something positive out of it, enjoy the air. Enjoy the sky of how beautiful it is. See, one way that a man could complain and will complain about if he's stuck in traffic, right? That's a good one. If you're a man and you're stuck in traffic and you're sitting there complaining about it, man, this traffic, and this traffic not moving, right? Not looking at how beautiful the day is, or the fact that you even have a car, because there's a lot of people out there that want cars that don't have it. All right, even if you're on the way to work and you're in traffic, talking about some, oh my God, I hate this traffic, right? But there's guys out there, poor guys out there, that don't, not even, they could have a job, they don't even, they gotta catch the bus. You're in a car, AC on, and you're complaining about traffic. See, if your girl's sitting in the passenger seat and she hears you complain about traffic, that's subconsciously gonna turn her off, because you're complaining about something so small. So when something serious happens, right, like a flat tire or something, you gotta be a man and get your ass out, excuse my language, and change that flat tire. Alright, because the girl's gonna look right at you to solve the problem, because you're the man. What are you gonna do? Complain and tell her to get out? You want her to get out and fix the tire? She's the girl. You're the man. Don't complain about it. Take it to the chin. Stay calm. Stay stoic, and deal with it. And look at it as get something positive out of it. Oh, I'm still grateful that I have a car. You know, your girl's in the passenger seat. You're sitting in traffic. Instead of, you're gonna be like, you might be like, oh, this traffic, I hate this. To her, you sound like this. This traffic, man, oh my goodness. This blowing my... Man, this traffic. Man, I hate this shit. That's how, excuse me, that's how you sound like to her. However, if you was like, this traffic. Oh, that's another thing. If you complain about it, you're not making the situation even that much better. All right? You're not making it any better. All right? You're actually getting the girl even more pissed off when you're complaining about it like a female. All right? So subconsciously, that's gonna turn her off. She's gonna view you as a beta male if you do that, in a way. All right? Because you're giving off feminine energy, complaining about it instead of being calm and stoic about it, looking at something positive about it. She's sitting there, kind of agitated that you're sitting in traffic, and you're giving off that same feminine ass energy she's giving off, complaining about it. Instead of being like, oh, you know what? I'm really grateful that I even had this car. I'm grateful that I'm on wheels right now because there's a lot of people out there that don't have wheels. And I guarantee you that's going to communicate to her that you can remain calm in a situation. All right? And it doesn't really bother you because your emotions are in check. All right? So that's one instance of complaining. Don't complain. All right? Because when you complain, you act out in your feminine frame. All right? So, and there's certain things to keep your testosterone up so you won't display these feminine traits. Okay? But that's another topic for a whole nother video. All right? Drinking excessive liquor is one that just screws you over and your testosterone and stuff like that. But this video is not about that cold topic, okay? Another feminine beta male trait. Are you ready for this? All right? Are you ready for this? Is when you are easily triggered. When you let people get in your head. Because on a spiritual note, when you let people get in your head, those are actually demons getting into your head. Why do you think that saying goes? Letting people get in your head. See, when people are in your head, they're controlling you emotionally. If they're in your head. But if no one's in your head, no one can control you because you're in control of yourself. So when someone gets to you and triggers you emotionally, easily, see, if you're easily triggered, then you're easily manipulated. And when you're easily manipulated, you're easily controlled emotionally and mentally. Alright? And when people see that they can control you easily, mentally and emotionally, they can easily see that they can get you to down yourself. Even a woman. When a woman sees that she can get you to down yourself, knowing that women are hardwired by the Most High to down this society of emotionally weak men, and most men don't even understand this, and they get mad at the woman for this when they have to look at themselves. They have to look at themselves and see what's wrong with them, but they will never see what's wrong with them because their eyes are closed, because they're walking in darkness. And when you're walking in darkness, you're lost. And when you're lost, you don't even know where you're going. Alright? And the female will notice this, and how she is designed by God, and she will just down you, okay, emotionally, because she knows she can. And when she knows she can down you emotionally, she views you as a weak, spineless, emotional, blue-pilled beta male that doesn't have the capability of being emotionally controlled within yourself, but rather allow other people to control your emotions for you. Alright? And that's not good. So when you're easily triggered, alright, that's another way that men act out in their feminine frame. And there's many ways that men act out in their feminine frame, and this is only 3 ways that men act out in their feminine frame. And the third and final way, men, 99.9% of men act out in their feminine frame is, you ready for this? Being jealous of other men, especially successful men. Alright? If you're sitting there jealous and envious of other men that you know are doing better than you, and you wouldn't even put the effort to get on that man's level because it's probably too hard, okay? Because a lot of people can't adapt to the red pill. A lot of men can't adapt to it, and I see this every day because it's just too hard. When you actually could do it, but it's just too hard and brutal, okay? So when you're sitting there showing the emotion of jealousy towards another man, you are acting out in your feminine frame. When you're watching a man and not showing him no love and all that, actually mad of his success because he's actually connected to God, and the man who is jealous is most likely not, because a man with healthy amounts of testosterone won't be jealous of another man. He's actually going to be happy for that man. If anything, he's going to ask questions to see how he got to where he's at so he can improve himself to become the ultimate man. But when you're mad and upset at him for being so good, what does that say about him? What does that say about you if you're like that? If you're like that. I'm not saying you're like that watching this video. If a man is like that, what does that say about him? If he's sitting there telling other people that, oh, screw him, why? Oh, they can't even explain it. Why? Why are you so mad at that man? If you are, why is a man mad at another man for doing so good, even if he's better, even if he looks better? You know what that is spiritually? Demons. Because no man of God will be jealous of another man. Because when you express this and even subconsciously communicate this to a woman without you even realizing it, she's going to lose respect for you and attraction for you. Because you're communicating to her. The demon in the man is communicating to her, making him look bad in a way that she sees that he sees something in him that he doesn't have in a man. And when she sees that part of him that's getting you upset, she's going to instantly pick up on that aspect that you lack that trait. And then guess what? Guess what happens after that? Guess what will most likely happen after that? Your girl will hit a peak inside of her masculine frame because you're exuding feminine behavior, feminine traits. And then guess what? Female hypergamy, baby. That's right. The number one thing that downs emotional men. One of the most powerful things that downs the blue pill, beta pill. Female hypergamy. Alright? Straight like that. Okay? It's a little cold topic. A little too brutal for most men to actually accept. Alright? Because jealousy, when it's acted out on and communicated, and you're not God, you're a human, right? You communicate that to a woman. See, women are jealous beings. It's feminine to be jealous when a human acts out on it. Alright? You know, when a girl, when your girl's acting jealous because she thinks that she knows that other women want you, right? Because every woman wants an ultimate man. So when a woman tells you that she doesn't want a man that every woman wants, she's flat out lying to you. Because when she tells you that, you ready for this one? When she tells you that she doesn't want a man that every woman wants, then that is kind of like a test in a way to get you not to be the man that every woman wants. So when you're not too worried about it, and when you're acting out in your feminine frame as the blue pill, beta pill would, see, then you fail that shit test. Excuse my language. And then what happens when you fail a woman's shit test is she loses respect for you. Alright? So every woman on this planet wants a high value man. Every woman on this planet wants an ultimate man. Because that is an ultimate man. He's valuable. An ultimate man is very valuable, man. They're not easy to find. They're not easy to achieve. Alright? These men are not even easy to have sex with. They're very cautious and careful who they have sex with, and you see, like, these men are very valuable. See, when something's valuable, it's hard to get, right? Something low value is easy to get. It's easy to catch the attention of. It's easy to achieve. Alright? So every woman on this planet wants a man that every woman wants. Alright? And that's a topic. I'm getting off topic here. Excuse me. That is the cold hard truth of reality. Those are 3 ways that 99.9% of men act out in their feminine frame. Alright, so as they look up some ways to, you know, keep your testosterone up to par. You know, I should make a video about that. Okay, ways that you can keep your testosterone up to par and not down it. So, number 1, don't complain. Take the situation to the chin and look at the positive about the situation, because when you complain about it, you're not making anything good about the situation. You're subconsciously making yourself emotional about the situation when you flat out verbally complain about it. And when you verbally complain about it, subconsciously, the woman if there's a girl by you or next to you and you do that, that's subconsciously going to turn her off without her even realizing it, because the feminine energy in a man, women are not all that into that, but more of the masculine frame, aka the alpha male. Alright? 2, don't let people get in your head. When you're easily triggered, easily emotional, when you're just emotional, period, to the point you can't even help yourself, and you just react and you're just depressed and stress kills you slowly. Actually, this is statistically proven. All right, when you're stressed out, and see, God doesn't wire us to be stressed out. So when you don't follow the basic instructions before leaving Earth, and you're just stressed out, and you don't live how God wants you to live and give your life to Him, so you're going to continue to be stressed, depressed, and bitter, and then you're just going to down yourself health-wise and emotionally. Alright? That's another topic for another video. Okay? And the 3rd one is jealousy. When you act out on jealousy. When you communicate that someone has something that you don't have and you're just mad, you can't even put your finger on it. You're just upset at another man for just being a man. Right? Or if he has a way more money than you got, or if his body is better than yours, when you could actually do what he's doing. It's not hard. A man could actually do what that guy's doing, because that's how God wired us to be. You could actually do it. Men just don't want to do it because it's just too brutal and hard. Okay?